All right, today we're going to pull back the curtain on Amazon S3. It's one of those incredibly important services that you probably use every single day without even realizing it. This thing is, quite literally, a piece of the internet's backbone.
You know that feeling, right? That dreaded storage almost full pop-up? Ugh, it's the worst. You have to start making those tough decisions. Which photos do you delete? Which apps have to go? It's such a personal, frustrating little problem.
Okay, now take that feeling and scale it up. I mean, way up. Think about companies like Netflix or Airbnb. They're not dealing with a few gigs of photos. They're juggling petabytes, even exabytes of data. We're talking user videos, application logs, backups, just a mountain of digital stuff. So where do they put it all?
Well, for a huge number of them, the answer is Amazon's Simple Storage Service, or S3 for short. The best way to think about it is like a gigantic, magical warehouse for all your digital things. It was actually one of the very first services AWS ever launched, and it totally solved this massive storage headache for everyone moving to the cloud. So you might be thinking, okay, so it's just a giant hard drive in the cloud, right? And kind of, but not really. See, your hard drive at home, it has a limit, it can break, and it's stuck in one physical place. S3, on the other hand, it has virtually unlimited space, it's built to be unbelievably durable, and you can get to your stuff from anywhere on the planet with an internet connection.
So the very first thing you do when you start with S3 is create something called a bucket. It's exactly what it sounds like, a container. Just imagine getting your own personal, super secure locker in that giant warehouse. And the name you give that bucket, it has to be one of a kind. I mean, globally unique. No one else in the world can have the same bucket name as you.
And what goes inside your bucket? Objects. And an object is, well, it's just a file. Anything. S3 really doesn't care what it is. It could be a photo, a backup of a database, a massive 4K video, or just a simple text document. To S3, it's all just an object, ready to be stored safely.
Now, this is where S3 starts to feel less like a computer service and more like actual magic. I mean, when you put something important somewhere, you want to be absolutely sure it's going to be there when you come back for it. Well, S3 takes that idea to a level that is, honestly, hard to believe. Just look at that number. Seriously. That's 99.9999999%. It's famously known in the tech world as 11 nines of durability. It's a number so ridiculously close to 100% that it's tough to even wrap your head around what it means in the real world.
So let me put it another way. This quote just sums it up perfectly. Imagine you store 1 billion files, and you leave them there for a full century. Over all that time you might, and that's a big might, lose a single one of them. I mean, for you and me, that basically means when you put something in S3, it's there forever.
So how on earth is that even possible? Well, S3 isn't just saving your file to one computer in a closet somewhere. The moment you upload an object, AWS automatically makes copies of it and spreads them out across multiple physically separate data centers. So even if something catastrophic happens to one building, like a fire or a flood, your data is still safe and sound in other locations. Okay, storing things forever sounds like it would be crazy expensive, right? But here's the other brilliant part about S3. It's also designed to be super cost-effective. The secret is that not all data needs to be treated the same way.
Let's go back to our warehouse analogy. Instead of one big room, think of it as having different sections. You've got S3 Standard right at the front. That's for stuff you need to grab all the time, right away. Then, way in the back, you've got this ultra-secure vault called S3 Glacier Deep Archive. That's for data you almost never need to see, but you have to keep it for legal reasons or something. Storing stuff in that vault is incredibly cheap.
But what if you don't know how often you'll need your files? This is my favorite part. It's called S3 Intelligent Tiering. Think of it as a super smart robot warehouse manager who's always watching. If it notices you haven't used a file in a while, it'll automatically move it to a cheaper storage zone for you. You save money without lifting a finger. It's amazing.
So, S3 isn't just a place to dump your files. Not at all. Because it's so reliable and can scale to any size, it's become a fundamental building block for the internet. Entire industries are literally built on top of this service.
And the versatility is just mind-boggling. You've got everything from the giant data lakes that power AI and analytics to the critical backups that keep your bank's data safe. You've got companies hosting entire websites on it or delivering videos and game updates to millions of people around the world. It's just everywhere. And speaking of websites, look how easy this is. Seriously, you can host a simple website in just a few clicks. You make a bucket, tell it it's public, upload your website files, flip a single switch in the settings, and boom, that's it. S3 gives you a web address and your site is live for the world to see. It's a fantastically cheap and powerful way to get online.
So let's wrap this up. We've all heard that phrase, data is the new oil. It's the viable resource that powers our modern world. Well, if that's true, then Amazon S3 is like being handed an infinite, indestructible, and incredibly cheap barrel to store all of it in. So the real question is, what will you build with it?